guys, welcome again to my channel. Today I have a mythology unboxing for you guys because I have the very first mythology box of a Magical Suitcase for you. This one is their Vikings box, so it's all about Norse mythology, so I'm really curious about that. But before we get familiar with our inner Thor or Loki, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Megan and welcome to Quillscene. If you like things that have to do with Disney, with Harry Potter, with Marvel, with Star Wars, with mythology, with writing, with reading, with magic, with fantasy, all that sort of stuff, then you're in the right place. Make sure to click on that magical subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell, because on that way you'll always get a notification whenever I upload a new video. But I think it's time to do a little warm-up because we're going to try and lift up Mjolnir. For the ones who don't know Mjolnir, that I said in the introduction, that is Thor's hammer, or as Darcy in the movies calls Mew Mew. But yeah, enough about that. Before we start with the box, a little bit more information about Magical Suitcase. Magical Suitcase is a company based in Poland. They do boxes every month, though it's not like a monthly subscription, it's always one-off boxes, so you always have to check up on their website. Be sure to be very careful when you do that, because there is a Polish version and an English version. So in case you don't speak or understand Polish, make sure to visit the English website, but I'll link that one down below. Since this year they do the mythology box, so I think that is every 2 months that they release a new box concerning a certain mythology. This one is their Vikings box based on Norse mythology, and the next one will be about Greek mythology, which is like, you know, my favorite mythology ever. But they also are going to do, I think, Egyptian mythology. What else were they going to do? Indian mythology, I think, also African mythology. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. So there's lots and lots of that to come. Next to their mythology boxes, they also do Harry Potter boxes, Disney boxes. Sometimes there are even Star Wars boxes. Other fandom boxes, because they did like Big Bang and I think also one of The Witcher, but not all Polish boxes have an English counterpart, so you have to check which box is available. They also do witch boxes, or bookses as they call it, because you have the boxes, which is just the box with items, but you also have the bookses, and those are items combined with a book. For this one, I don't think it's the case, but usually Magical Suitcase, their items that they include in the box are handmade by them, or a mix of items handmade by themselves, and also handmade by small shops that they contact. But for example, with Disney or with Harry Potter, they also include 1 or 2 licensed items to the mix, so that's always fun to do. But I think the Norse gods have waited long enough. Let's go to Valhalla. Time for a sneak peek. So we have our badass label on the front, and when we open it, the first thing we see is a piece of paper that is probably the spoiler card, and underneath green tissue paper we see all sorts of items hiding. So as you all saw, this one was on top of the tissue paper, so we have like this fun little Viking like frame, but in the frame are all the items that are inside the box, so we're going to put the spoiler card aside for now. Don't worry, we'll get to that at the end of the unbox. Time to dive into the box. I see a lot, and I mean a lot, of wiggly worms, so I'm going to go for that item first. Yes. Okay, this one is cool. Yes. It is a wooden mug or jug, and it has like an etched drawing of Odin, the god, the main god of Norse mythology. Why do I think this is Odin? Well, to start with. He is missing an eye and wearing an eye patch, and that is like something typical for Odin, because he has like 3 ravens, and those you can also see right here. It's one, and here is one, and where is number 3? Normally I thought were 2 ravens or 3 ravens, now I'm doubting myself. Because he has 2 or 3 ravens, I'm doubting which one it is now. But those are like his extra eyes, so he always knows what happens in the world. So yeah, really, really cool. I love this jug. It will never be used because I just love the fact how this looks. I can totally see like Vikings drinking beer out of this, or ale. I always have to now I have to think about that. That scene in the first Thor movie with another, but I don't think he will break this one. Well, he's a Norse god, so maybe he will, but still, really nice mug or jug or whatever it is. I love that it's in wood, so yeah, really, really cool. Then we're going to get rid of the vermies. We also have our wearable. They usually add one to their boxes. Most times it's t-shirt, which I think is also this time the case. Sometimes they treat us on a hoodie or a sweater. So we have again a white t-shirt. Ooh, okay. I was talking about it just a minute ago. It is a Valhalla t-shirt with a Valkyrie on it. How cool is that? Ooh, this one is so badass. I love the Valkyries. So the Valkyries in Norse mythology are women warriors that ride on like winged horses, but those winged horses actually exist out of a mix of clouds and mist and yeah, all that sort of stuff. And they are actually the ones that recruit the warriors that die on the battlefield after heroic death, and then grant them access to Valhalla. So yeah, really, really cool. Again, Valkyrie in Thor is also epic, but yeah, really love this t-shirt. I love the print of it. Okay, we still have a lot of things to do. We have more wiggly worms with something in it. Okay. Ooh, we have a candle. And this one is called Freya. And should smell like honey, hot wine and cashmere. So we have like a little label, a drawing of Freya, then the label. Now I have to be careful because the pollen season has started and I'm a bit like allergic to it, so ooh, this one really does smell nice. So we have ooh, you kind of smell like a vague hint of the wine, but I think it's mostly honey that you smell. It's very sweet smell. So we have like all sorts of herbs on top of the candle, and again the wooden wick. The candles of Magical Suitcase always comes with a wooden wick. That makes that the candle burns evenly but also crackles when it burns. So yeah, really smells nice for as much as I can smell because my nose is a bit stuffed thanks to my allergies, but we'll get through it, I hope. So yeah, really, really fun candle. And yeah, Freya is just badass. Freya is like the goddess of like spring and also motherhood and such like that. She has a twin brother called Frey. Was it Frey? Frey and Freya, right? It's Magnus Chase in the books of Rick Riordan. Magnus is, I think, a son of Frey. So, but the thing I love the most about Freya is, you guys know I'm maybe a bit of a crazy cat lady. And one of my cats, Flash, which is my ginger cat, he is like this really fluffy big cat, but we found him outside, so we don't know if he is like, you know, a certain breed. But just judging by his size and how he looks and how he is built and stuff like that, and he has like this little fluffy like, yeah, fluff on his ears, I think he's a Norwegian forest cat. And Norwegian forest cats are really fluffy cats that kind of look like Maine Coons, but are a little bit more fluffy, but also have like a slimmer face. And they are native to Norwegia. Well, the countries surrounding them. And Freya, she always is surrounded by cats, and it's so that in the legends, her battle card is pulled by 2 or 3 Norwegian forest cats. So yeah, I can totally see my baby Flash proudly pulling a cart. He has to grow up a little bit then, I think, because the Norwegian cats that pull Freya's carriage are, of course, godly Norwegian cats, so they are a bit bigger, well, way bigger than the normal Norwegians. But yeah, I just adore Freya because of her love for cats. So yeah, very fun. Also, another fun fact about Vikings and Norwegian mythology and cats, because of Freya being like the goddess that stands for marriage and the homestead and stuff like that. It was actually custom with the Vikings that when you married, people would give the woman of the household a kitten, or kittens sometimes even, to protect and bless their household. So yeah, that one is also a really fun fact. Again, as I said, I'm obsessed with cats, I can't help it. What else do we have? We have a little bag with the tree Yggdrasil on it. And it says Magical Suitcase Apothecary. Midlo Yggdrasil. So Yggdrasil is like the world tree, life tree. Quite known symbol. What do we have? Oh, I think we have another soap. It's sticky. Oh, it's sticky. It's a sticky soap. But we have like yeah, a round soap with, again, Yggdrasil on it. Doesn't really smell special, but it's thicker than the other soaps, so I don't know, but still, handmade soap, can't go wrong with that. I'm going to put it back like this, because otherwise it will probably stain. The other items, what else do we have? We have Viking tea. Viking tea. Look at the badass label again. So it is Sancha, no clue what that is. Grapefruit, calendula, mullein, chamomile, raisins, and rose. And it looks like this. Really love the label. I love like the little ship and then the dragon. And of course the badass looking Viking. But as you guys know, I don't drink tea, so this one will go to my cousins. But yeah, really cool. I just adore the labels of Magical Suitcase, so very fun. What else do we have? We have a book. We have a book. And it's called Gone Viking by Helen Russell. Haven't heard of this one yet. It says, be bold, be brave, be Viking. Huh. Let's quickly read what this book is about. 2 sisters, one Scandi holiday they'll never forget. Frazzled mum Alice Ray likes to think she's on top of everything. She has 4 bags for life in the boot of her car, for heaven's sake. But after spectacularly embarrassing herself at work, she finally gives in to her sister's pleas to take a much-needed break. But this is not the luxury spa holiday Alice hoped for. Instead, she finds herself in Denmark, in the middle of nowhere, on a how to be a Viking getaway. Can the two sisters finally learn to get along, or will learning to embrace their inner warrior just make them better at fighting? Ooh. Okay, this one sounds actually quite fun, even though it's not my typical, you know, genre of book, but still. It kind of reminds me of before Corona and COVID. I often visited like these fantasy events with my own books, so as you know, a seller of my books and my crafts, and often it was like there was like this Viking village, so and then you could go like sword fighting and shooting arrows, and you could get like their special Viking beer and stuff like that. And I remember on one of the festivals, there was like this group of Viking men that were training children of visitors to sword fight, and how you had to storm a castle and stuff like that. And one of the children of a fellow writer of mine with who I shared my booth was also going to learn how to be a Viking. And then her mom and I were talking about books in our booth, and suddenly we heard, whoa, like all children scream, and we turn around and we see that like this bunch of like, I think they were like with a small 20 kids and young people just stormed forward to like the 3 men that were like bracing themselves. So yeah, that was really, really fun. So yeah, that reminded me of this. But yeah, pretty sure I will one day read it when I have the time. Again, my to be read is immense. Then we also have this little box, and that is Drakkar Noir incense sticks. From what I can smell, they smell kind of really nice actually. Does it say what it smells like? It contains 8 sticks, but it doesn't say what kind of smell it is. But it smells foresty, so yeah. Can never have too much incense. I love my incense and my candles and stuff like that. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, we have a little velvet red pouch. And now when we open it, ooh, we have like a little gemstone. Now I'm thinking, I'm not like, I have like basic knowledge of Norse mythology, but this reminds me of a sunstone. For in Norse mythology, the sun and moon were always very, very important deities actually, because also when the Vikings went to sea, you often only had the moon and the stars and the sun to rely on. So I think this is a sunstone, but I'm not sure. But I'm sure the spoiler card will tell us, so we'll kind of keep that one till then. We also have this bag. And if I'm not mistaken, the weight and the fact that it like jiggles like that, and then also we have like this compass like drawing with all sorts of runes. I think these are rune stones. It are rune stones. Ah, I love runes. Ooh, and they're pretty. They have like this blackish and red gleam to it. Ooh, it's been a while since I got runestones, because I have, I think, like 2 sets, this being the 3rd set. Yes, this is, I think, no, this isn't dye. Dye has like, is also shaped like an M, but with like two more lines that they form like triangles. Yeah, really, really cool. I love rune stones. They are used to predict the future, but they also can be used as in spells and other rituals to forecall visions, but also to empower certain magic flows. So yeah, really, really cool. And if I'm not mistaken, these are made out of resin, so they are also handmade. So yeah, really, really cool. I love myself some rune stones. We also have, ooh, now this is also handy. We also have like this little list with some of the runes explained, which always comes in handy because, as I said, I don't work that much with runes, so I don't bother to, you know, learn them out of the top of my head, so always comes in handy. And then the last one is this fun little scroll. If I now can get the thing open, probably not, so I'm going to just slide it open. Ooh, okay, this one is also fun. It is a little scroll that tells you more about the 9 Norse worlds. So in Norse mythology, the main thing is that you have Yggdrasil, so the tree, and that's the tree of the worlds, and that tree consists out of 9 realms. And then you also have Rakatosh, is it Rakatosh, which is like this way too big squirrel that constantly runs up and down the Tree of Life. And then you have the 9 worlds, and you have like, of course, Midgard is what we know as Earth. And you have Asgard, which is the world of the gods. And then you also have Muspelheim, Niflheim, Jotunheim, Vanaheim, Alfheim, and Svartalheim, and Halheim. So yeah, this is a nice handy list for that. But yeah, with that, I think the box is empty, aside from, of course, the wiggly worms. The amazing ripped tissue paper at this point. So, time to get our spoiler card. And as I said, it's really fun, decorated with all sorts like shields and helmets and runes and ships and axes and yeah, ravens, castles, stuff like that. So yeah, really fun. Vikings represent you a books, so it is a books this time because it contained a book along with the items, delivered by a Drakkar, hence the delay, which fought to unfavorable winds. So a Drakkar is, if I'm not mistaken, how they called the Viking ships. What will you find in it? First of all, we had our book, the Gone Viking book. Really curious to read this one day. Pretty sure it's like a nice summer read, so maybe when I find the time during summer. Then we had our runes in a pouch, or as they call it, Vegvisir. Really love these. I love my runes. We had our Drakkar incense, which is this one, but again, it doesn't say what it smells like, but I think it really smells nice. It's kind of like foresty. So, love my incense. Then we had our spar or sunstone. So I was right. This little gem is called spar or sunstone. I love my gemstones. I can't help it. I love it. What else? Then we had our rapeseed candle from Freya, the goddess of cats, as I like to call her. A really nice one. Then we had our Viking tea that sadly I don't drink, but again, my cousins will be happy with this one. We had our exclusive t-shirts, which is this one with the Valkyrie and Valhalla on it. Really, really cool. Then we had our unique wooden mug with Odin on it, the main god. Really, really fun. I love the fact that it did it in wood. Then we had the description of the runes, which is this one. And it was created by Oleksi Alexandra. So that's her Instagram handle. And she also designed the little scroll and list of the 9 worlds. And then we also had our Yggdrasil soap. And it says, the gods will be surely pleased when you share your opinion about this box. Tag us on Instagram and or Facebook. So yeah, really, really fun box. I love this box, even though Norse mythology is like, you know, I know a bit of it, but I know more about Greek mythology, obviously. But still, really, really fun box. Not that much a fan of the soap though, because I think it's a bit sticky, but still, I'll find use for it. Top 3 items. This one's going to be hard. Number 3, I'm going to go with this fun t-shirt because it has a Valkyrie that's looking badass, and yeah, she has wings, she has feathers. I love feathers, so that's my number 3. My number 2 is going to be my pouch of runes because, as I said, I love runes. They are so much fun to play around with, and the fact that they are handmade. So yeah, I love the colors of it too, the black and red. So that is my number 2. And then the first place I'm going to give to this fun mug because I just love the fact that it's wooden, that it has like Odin etched into it. So yeah, really, really original item. I really, really like it. Feel free to let me know down below in the comments what you thought of this box. What was your favorite item? What was your least favorite item? Was there something you missed? Who is your favorite Norse god or goddess? Just let me know down below. Also down below, but then in the description box, is not only the link to Magical Suitcase, their website, but also a link to my Instagram account and my blog, because as usual there will be lots of pictures about these items on my Instagram. And eventually there will be also a post on my blog in both Dutch and English. That is basically this entire unboxing written out. So feel free to check those links out and give me a follow there too. Then I think all that's left to say is thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up because it helps me more than you know. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon for another bookish magical video. Bye!